Hello, welcome to another episode of the HellFire Club. My name's Arturo.
I'm Majid.
This is episode 23. Majid's pick.
Yeah, this is a movie I've never seen.
Right. So that's the cool thing that we both just went in blind, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even see a trailer. You didn't see anything.
No, I mean I just knew it, like it took place, I guess, in the 80s or something like that.
And it was made in what, 2009. Oh, by the way, we're talking about The House of the Devil, right?
Yeah.
The House of the Devil, directed by Ty West. I believe he's a young dude. He did The Innkeepers, and I think worked a little bit on Cabin Fever 2 or whatever. What is it?
Oh, I gotta turn it down a little bit.
All right, cool. Anyways, so you want to give the synopsis, the little background?
Yeah, so it's
the quick rundown
of the story.
Yeah.
So it takes place, I guess, in like it's not a rural area, right?
Nah, not really.
But it's not like a city. It's like the suburbs, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of like a small kind of town.
Yeah. This girl is going to college, and she's trying to like leave the dorms,
right?
Because she has a straight burnt out roommate. So she's like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. And so she finds like this place, and but she doesn't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So she's trying to come up with ways to like make money.
Yeah.
And then she sees an ad for a babysitter, and she calls the guy, and he's real weird kind of in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like he's
on the phone.
Yeah, he's like super weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that weird voice, the way he talks.
Yeah, and then like he kind of stood her up.
That's right.
But then calls her back, I guess, when there's like, I guess, no other option or something.
Pretty much, yeah.
And
for the babysitting job.
And then so she goes over there, and then that's when stuff goes down.
Yeah, it goes down. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But like you said before, it is supposed to take place in like the 80s. It kind of feels 70s to me though, right?
Yeah.
I know it says 80s in the thing, in the beginning. You know how that slide, that little fact that says like in the 1980s, there's all these cult, like there's that
like
fact
people
about
believing
in cult.
Yeah.
And here's like I don't know, kind of like one of the tales or something, right?
Yeah. The filming felt 70s.
The filming felt 70s for sure.
Like the grain.
Yeah, that's like the grain, like the. I forgot what they shot this on. 16? I don't know, but I was like hearing an interview about it. Even
But the song and all that felt 80s to me.
It felt like real like late 70s, early 80s, somewhere in there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I felt like they did a pretty good job of taking us back, right? Like I was kind of looking for some slips.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really find it. As far as like, I don't want to see a car in the background that's like a 2005 or something.
Yeah, straight Mustang or whatever.
Yeah. So, I felt like they did pretty good with that. So should we just get into it like this?
Yeah. Okay. So I really wanted to straight talk about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because
is that why you were texting like, hey, have you seen it?
Yeah. Because this movie kind of, so I felt like high tension, right? High tension. Like this movie was high tension without that twist in the middle, or not the middle, but the end. But I didn't really like this ending.
Me neither. I was gonna say the same thing. Like, and this is the thing, because the first, I don't know, if you split it in 3 acts, like acts 1 and 2 are like so good, and like it has a strong like for me, I like that style. Like it was kind of suspenseful, Hitchcock kind of. What's the term is like that slow burn, right?
Yeah.
And for me, I liked everything when she was in the house, all that, and I was even kind of saying like, oh man, they better capitalize like on this ending because this is pretty good so far, and I was like, oh, I don't know how they're gonna pull it off, but I hope they do something that's good enough. And I mean, the ending wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like, oh, man, like if you would have kept like a solid ending on this movie would have been pretty good, right? Like,
yeah. So like, my thing with the ending was, I just felt like the ending was rushed way too fast.
Like too much happened in a short amount of time, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Because you have like the slow burn of like at least an hour, like in the whole movie, right?
Yeah, and like. When the friend gets killed, you're like, oh snap.
Yeah.
And that was like a straight kind of, like a straight realistic gunshot.
That was a dope shot. I like that. Like I mean, shot like as the, like on the like, the fucking brain. Like it was like the head is fucking blew up.
Yeah, like when.
Were you expecting that?
No, like when he just shot her, I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh shit. I was watching it with my headphones on, so it was even louder, and I was like, oh shit. It kind of threw me back. Like, this was just blast this chick. Like,
yeah, and then like so you know, and then you're like, okay, so what's happening here? Because he like you know, he's like, oh, are you the babysitter?
Yeah.
And she was like, no, and then she got shot.
Yeah.
And then the babysitter's at the house, and you're like,
you know that
you know this guy that shot her is a bad guy.
Yeah, and
you don't know really about the people that own the house yet.
Not yet. Even though that guy, they did make him kind of like a creep.
Yeah.
They were still, because at that point I was still kind of like, okay, was I kind of led to believe that guy's a creep, but he ends up not really being a creep, and this guy. The dude who shot the girl, is he like targeting that house or those people, or like is he in on it? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like he's either in on it or he's just like a separate bad guy who knows what's going on somehow, and he's just gonna like he has it out for them or something.
Yeah, because you don't really know what's going on, and then she's in the house, and it kind of starts getting weird with all the noises going around, which they set it up where like she's taking care of the mother, right? So you're like, okay, there might be noises going on in the house.
Yeah, because she wasn't supposed to be in a house by herself at all. So it's not like one of those movies where they're in a house by themselves and then they hear weird noises.
Yeah,
and then you're kind of like, oh,
dude, like get out! You hear footsteps.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't that.
Yeah, and also like. The owner of the house, right? That dude,
Omen, Mr. Omen or whatever.
Yeah. He was in, what's it called, Last Action Hero.
I never.
The Ripper or something like that. Oh well, he kind of tricked the chick into being there, right? Because he set it up as he needed a babysitter.
Right. That's what the ad and everything said.
Yeah. But then when she got there, he was like, "Oh no, I need you to watch like my mom."
My wife's mom.
Yeah.
So it's like mother-in-law, whatever.
And he was like, "Yeah, she's like old, and my wife isn't comfortable like with her being at the house by herself or whatever, just in case something happens." And then she's like, "Dude, I came to watch like a kid."
She kind of starts. She's trying to get out.
Yeah, she's like, "Dude, this is like I'm not.
I have no experience.
Yeah,
in this.
I don't know what to do.
Take care of like the elderly and stuff."
And then and so he was like the keeper. He was like, "Dude, I'll like how much like I'll do 200 at first, right?"
I think yeah.
And then he was like, "All right, dude, how much do you want?"
Yeah.
And she was like 400.
Yeah.
So it pretty much quadrupled what she was gonna get, because she was only gonna make $100.
She was in the beginning. She was gonna make $100. Then 200. He did offer, and then he offered it 300, which was the magic number, because we knew, like in the beginning, that she needed $300 for like the first month's rent or whatever to move into this house. And then, but she just threw that 400 out there.
That 400, you get that extra.
Yeah.
Extra $100.
Yeah. And then.
So like you're already like, dude, this guy is totally creep.
Yeah.
And then I mean, he kind of explained himself like why he did it. He's like, nobody answers ads for elderly anymore.
Yeah.
And so like you kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if you're probably in a like that desperate of a situation, you might, dude, I just want to get somebody in here and try to like explain it, you know, instead of like.
And then once they're already here, then you're better like negotiating because they're already there, and like if you throw some money at them, then they'll probably stay for the elderly. You know, which is what happened.
Yeah. So like you're like, okay, this guy could be good, could be bad.
Yeah.
What was I talking about though? Straight.
I don't know.
Straight lost it.
Well, but just about that, I guess that guy, I don't know, he wasn't that trustworthy, but obviously neither was the dude outside. And then we meet his wife, right?
Yeah, which was also creepy.
Which I thought that lady did a good job in that role, you know? Like when she was, that scene where she's talking to her and they're sitting on the couch.
Yeah. She's like, oh, all the boys must be after you or something.
Yeah, so she was creep as well.
Yeah.
And then whatever, but she never meets the elderly woman or whatever.
No, the mom.
The mom. She never meets her. When we say she, we're talking about, what's her name? Samantha.
Yeah.
Samantha never meets her. They're just pretty much telling her like, you know what? You don't
gonna
have to
be
do
in a
much.
room.
Yeah.
She can take care of herself. We just in case, like.
Yeah, emergency purposes type of thing. And pretty much saying like she can do her own thing. Like if she needs something, you know, you just sit right here and watch TV. And then this is the part where I was kind of like, when he emphasized like 3 times, like, oh, if you
oh, you want the pizza?
Yeah, I want the pizza. Yeah, there's a number on the fridge for pizza, you know, and he gave her like money too. I don't know, you college kids like pizza or something like that, but he told her like 3 times. Like,
yeah, and even like the second time he was like, oh, did I tell you that already?
Did I say that already? And then right when he was about to leave, he said it again.
Yeah.
Or when I think he was already outside, telling her like, oh, there's a number on the fridge if you want to order some pizza or if you get hungry or whatever. And then I was like, And then later on, I knew it too. I was like, when she orders the pizza, I know I'm jumping, but I was like, she's gonna order the pizza, and it's gonna be that dude outside who's gonna deliver it. Did you see that coming or no?
I did when she was talking to the pizza guy. I was like, oh, this is
that dude.
I was like, oh, this is like a setup going on right here. Because like how the pizza guy like answered it. I think it was like pizza or something like that.
He did the little like, I don't know.
But then like he was like, oh, so you want anchovies? She was like, no, just pepperoni. And then like it was like a weird kind of like order. You know, like when I go to order like some food, the person's not telling me like what I have to pretty much get, right? Because she was like, oh, no, I just want a small. It's like, oh, we don't only do medium and large. So okay, I'll just do medium. And then like he was like, okay, and she was like, dude, I haven't even give you like my address or anything.
I think she did give the address though.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think she went to the.
Right, she took the phone and.
It was something about it that was.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. For sure.
Awkward.
Yeah, because even she, I think, hung up was kind of like, okay.
Yeah, like
it's kind of weird or whatever.
I think it was just like the customer service was probably.
Yeah. But yeah, so but going up until that point, there's a lot of after that, there's a lot of her just being in the house exploring, kind of getting clues, right? So then she comes across like the picture of what
it's like a family,
right? And there was that same car or something.
Yeah, the
Volvo
outside.
And then at that time, you get like this little flashback where she's realizing shit's not adding up over here.
Yeah, because like the car's still there.
She's kind of figuring it out.
And it's like a different family.
Yeah, and then that's when we're kind of, as the audience, kind of being like, okay, so something is up.
Yeah.
Before then, you don't really get confirmation yet that these people are fucking weird, even though you kind of pretty much get that. But this was kind of confirmation, like letting the audience know.
Yeah, and it was also weird when Samantha's friend
Megan
was asking him questions. He was like, "Oh yeah, the stars are."
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, are you a teacher?" And he's like, "Oh, no, not exactly."
yeah.
And then he was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then he was talking about like the stars. I was like, "Oh, are you like astrologer?" Not exactly.
Yeah.
It was like, bro.
Yeah.
He
was total weirdo. That dude. What was I gonna say next though? Yeah. So she gets these clues. And she's kind of exploring the house. She's hearing these noises. I thought a lot of that stuff was cool. I like a lot of the shots. A lot of the, just like the shots they use, and like I don't know. It was pretty cool. Because if you think about it, not a lot was happening. I mean,
but it kept you.
Yeah, it kept you on edge. And all she really was doing was walking around this house, but hearing shit, trying to figure shit out. She starts kind of losing her mind a little bit, kind of like panicking and shit. And then she tries to hold it together, whatever. And pizza, like, to the point where when the pizza man comes,
she's like holding a knife.
Yeah. And she gets the knife and she starts walking around. Pizza man comes, she opens the door, just throws him 20 and then slams it. Like,
and it was like, "Oh, keep the change."
Yeah. Which I thought was kind of like, that worked because, well, I wonder what his original plan was. I don't think he's gonna come in. Was that pizza fucking
straight
poison?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna. Cause right after that, he gives her the pizza, whatever, he leaves, and then she's doing more of that shit.
Well, she sees his van, like in the park. That's when I think she got the knife, cause she saw the van. And then like the driveway. And then she was like, "Okay, this is like weird, right?" And then I think she runs inside the house, like closes the door, turns on like all the lights, and then grabs a knife.
That was his van though, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember they showed like the feet.
Yeah, and like he was smoking.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I didn't really. Yeah.
Because that was like I think that was like the point where she was like, "Okay, somebody's like
just kind of set up
here, yeah." And then and also she was like trying to call her friend. Her friend
wasn't answering.
Little did she know that her brains were straight blown out.
But I'm telling you, that was a good little scene. Going back to that, even him coming out with the lighter kind of like threw me off. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, I was watching this shit full blast on the headphones. Because at first I could hear it, but I wanted to hear
clearly.
So she's waiting for her little, those old school little cigarette lighters in the car to heat up. She's just chilling, and then the dude comes with the lighter, but like he's just in the background from like where the window's at. That kind of throws you off. But that straight blast, I was like, oh shit.
I like how she was like she at first like she was kind of talking to him, and then she was like, wait a second, like where'd you come from?
Yeah, she's like, were you hiding?
Yeah, like it was like, dude.
Yeah. What do you think about that chick, that character?
I liked her. I mean.
This was kind of like the best friend or whatever.
Yeah.
She was kind of... She was necessary, I feel, She was cool. She
was like the rebellious one.
Yeah, and then she was also... Yeah, she also wasn't stupid. Like, she was kind of telling her, like, oh, this is creepy, like...
Yeah, don't. She was like street smart. While Samantha was very, like, I guess, naive.
She was naive and kind of desperate, so...
And super nice.
Yeah, so this chick, Megan, was kind of the helpful friend or whatever. She even told her, like, hey, you're not going to be homeless. Like, if anything happens, like, you can stay with my dad or something. And then she got her fucking block knocked off.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. And so, fast forward, though. She's calling her. She can't get a hold of her. She gets that voicemail. Remember those voicemails?
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I think, like, the last time she calls, like, the number was, like, disconnected,
yeah, that
right?
was weird. How would that happen, though? I don't get it. Is that from her phone going out? Like, how would they?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get that either.
Because it's not like she has. It's not like a cell phone. Obviously, she's calling a landline. You know.
Yeah. So it'd been like he would have had to like
Go over
there,
their house. Nah.
like cut the line or something.
Yeah. So that was kind of weird. I was thinking that too. I was thinking maybe he blocked the calls from going out. I don't know. So then that's pretty much what's going on at that point, and then we'll hop in the ending.
Yeah, this is the problem, like with the, like why I felt like it was too rushed.
Mm-hmm.
So you had all that setup, and then it felt like 5 minutes of
like shit just going berserk, kind of like what?
Yeah,
right?
like where.
Before we get into that, there was that little reveal earlier when she's kind of putting her ear to the door.
Oh yeah, you see the family.
Yeah, was that the family?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was like other people, like babysitters or something.
No, I thought it was. I
thought I saw like one chick.
Yeah, I figured it was the family that was
living there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like all the previous babysitters that they got and did that to. Could be, right? No, I thought I saw like a chick like around her age.
Yeah, I mean it could be.
Well, it's not very clear.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but I thought that was kind of cool, because up until then, it was just that blast, Megan getting her head blown off, and then there was all that tension and stuff, and then this is like you get that reveal that some shit's happening.
It is something is wrong in the straight area.
Yeah. So it's not all just sounds and whatever. You know that she's like in a bad situation.
Yeah.
And they showed just a little bit, not
but
too much.
that was right before the pizza guy, right?
Yeah, I think that was still before the pizza.
Like she goes and then like the pizza guy, right? Or
I'm not sure.
Because then she goes like and finds the coats.
Yes. She's like,
which one came first?
I'm not sure. I'm not, to be honest.
Because then she was like, wait, like, dude, she said the coats were in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like all straight upstairs.
Mm-hmm. Mind you, she's kind of...
Oh, that's when she found the picture, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
In the closet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's kind of exploring this whole house. And you're kind of getting a gist of it. So I just wanted to bring that up, that part where they
do show like,
which I thought was cool. Like I was still on board with that. I was like, all right. They didn't show it too much.
Yeah, because now for like the audience, right? All the noises are actually scary now.
Yeah, now
they're not actually like, oh, just an old lady.
Or it's not like a fucking cat in the attic or something stupid. And you're kind of you still haven't even met the old lady, but you know she's there, and then now you're kind of like, oh fuck.
Yeah, like what's really actually? It's like, is it really an old lady or is it like something else?
And what's her deal or whatever? You know it's bad. So then so in the end, she eats that pizza or whatever, and it kind of drugs her out.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's like it tastes nasty to her. Like she
threw it away. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't even eat one slice.
Mm-hmm.
And like she was like washing her mouth with the water.
Mm-hmm.
But so like the drug actually kind of takes a little time to affect, because then she was like walking, up to the like attic or whatever, the top floor, and then I think like she hits the little light switch and it like kills all the lights.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a trap, right? It was like a setup.
Well, I think it like blew the fuse or something.
Oh, I thought it was intentional, like
And I just figured like since this is 80s, it's an old house.
You thought that was an accident that she blew the lights?
Well, and she like she flicked on all the lights in the house, and then that last light was like the fuses.
I thought they set that up kind of for her, like once she gets close to that door where I guess where the everything happens or whatever, where the grandma or whatever, the mom's at, the old lady's at. I thought like that was gonna be the like kind of like a booby trap kind of thing, and just shut everything down. But anyways, though, at this same time she's losing it. All the drugs are really kicking in or whatever.
Yeah, but like she sees like the feet underneath like the door sill, and then she tries to like book it,
yeah,
and then that's when like she's like, oh snap,
and then she sees the hand, and the hand grabs the door.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, oh shit, what the fuck? I was like on board. I was like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
But then she kind of like tries to run away, and then she falls and passes out in the hallway, whatever. And then she wakes up, and it's full out like cold satanic shit.
Yeah.
Like, she's tied up, and they have the whole. This is where. See, I mean, because from this point for like the next, I don't know, probably not even 10 minutes, is like when all the crazy shit happens, right? So to make it quick, she's obviously she's tied, hands and legs and everything, feet, and then here comes the old man, his wife, the mom, I guess their son, the pizza man.
Yeah.
And they all come out all like black robes and shit, and
yeah, like classic 80s,
and with like candles
cult.
And then the fucking mom, the old lady, comes and does like some shit with the blood on her stomach, and I want to say something, but I'll wait. I'm gonna try to save that for later. I had another question. I was gonna see what you thought, but to wrap this up, so then she kind of gets loose, right? And then she gets loose and smacks her, like, what does she do? Like, scratches her or some shit? The old lady? She kind of gets one hand and smacks her, like, in the face. And then she kind of like, oh, what the fuck? And she, like, unties herself. Mind you, they're all just kind of chilling there.
Yeah.
She grabs, like, a knife or something.
Yeah, and, like, stabs the dude in the leg.
Stabs.
Or in the side or something.
Yeah, like in the stomach or something, right? Mr. Ullman or whatever.
Yeah.
Stabs him.
And then straight books it.
And the son chases her, grabs her, and he gouges the eye, then gets away again. Mind you, she's all like full of blood and shit, because they're doing some weird shit with the blood. Putting it in her mouth.
Yeah. Well, no, she fell over her friend. Remember?
Oh yeah, that too.
And then
they see Megan there. I don't know why they would bring her in I don't know, maybe they were gonna do some ritual or something. After I don't know, but she's there with her head blown off.
Yeah, with blood all over the kitchen floor.
Yeah, so she gets covered in blood, and then it's kind of like there's a little mini showdown with the pizza man, aka the son, and Sam, where she has the knife. He blasts her, and then when he gets close to her, she like slices his throat or whatever.
Yeah. So from that point on, I was thinking, I was like, dude, this is like, I was like, if I was like a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is like like I said, oh, come up with a movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, I would give this person an A so far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean,
up until that point, you're saying?
Yeah, up until the part where.
Okay, so you're still on board.
Yeah.
Okay. Up until she slices dude's throat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, dude, this is an A movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's some problems that I have with it, right?
But yeah, overall, I was like,
dude, this is.
I remember thinking my score already. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. I just remember this. The little the shower scene earlier when she sees all the hair.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of like, oh shit, like.
Yeah.
Kind of startling, you know. All right. Anyways, go back. Because I was gonna bring up how later she's, right
straight
after that.
Bald.
Yeah. No. So you were.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, this is a straight good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's like nitpicky stuff, right? But
yeah,
I mean, every movie has like nitpick.
Yeah. It's if you want to nitpick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I wasn't. I was starting to get turned off, but. Not too. Yeah, it was still working for me. But
yeah.
I want to hear your turn off point.
But then I was thinking, like, so that kid got killed real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Not kid, but what is he known? What in like the credits? What's that?
His name?
Yeah, I think it's like the favorite teacher or something like that.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so. Favorite teacher. But it wasn't. Oh, no. His name was AJ Bowen, this guy, right?
Yeah.
His name is Victor Ullman. Favorite teacher? Who was that?
I don't know.
Because it's supposed to be Ty West, and I was like, I don't remember him doing a cameo in there. Was there ever like a... Well, this is based off just like what I'm reading on the internet right now.
Yeah, I don't know. But, okay, so the son gets his little throat cut.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking... And, like, the mom was running after her. Right? Like...
At that point, she, like, starts coming after her.
And I was like, dude, this chick is going to get a... Like, they're just going to murder the whole family this quick?
Uh-huh.
I was like... Because, I mean, I figured, like, Samantha's not going to die, right?
Yeah, at this point, you're kind of...
Because, I mean, it's a movie.
She's the heroine.
Yeah. I was like, she's not going to die. So, this girl... I mean, if she dies, she's not going to die to, like, the second person, right? She'll die to, like, the old guy or that...
Mm-hmm.
That beast in the basement or whatever.
Yeah. Like, the final showdown.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, I was like... In less than, like, 3 minutes, she's gonna kill the son and the mother.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I was like, oh, it's feeling rushed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're like, it felt to me like this movie felt like...
You're saying like a lot, huh?
Yeah, no. It felt as if they had like a whole story.
Mm-hmm.
And then up until the third act, they were like, this movie is going to be like 4 hours long. So let's just try to cram everything, like condense everything at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the end, the mother doesn't even put up a fight.
Yeah, no, she doesn't at all.
She just looks at at the eclipse
and saying something about her God. Like, she's like kind of praying or something.
Yeah.
Praying.
And she just gets stabbed in the back.
Yeah, that was like easy. Then she tries, and then she heads out, right?
Yeah, and then she like runs through like the cemetery.
She pretty much bounces out, goes out the front door with the knife. She's covered in blood.
Not with the knife, with the gun.
Oh, with the gun. Yeah, that's right. You know what's fun? I was thinking the first time when Samantha killed the son. You're like, why wouldn't she just grab his gun when she headed up?
Yeah, I don't know.
She left it there, and then she came and grabbed it after. But
yeah,
at the same time, she was all disoriented, whatever.
Yeah.
Is it disoriented?
Or disoriented?
Or is it disorientated? Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
She's not even thinking straight. She's still all like... But yeah, so she goes up there, and the mom comes, and that dude's mom, not the grandma or whatever.
No, yeah.
Stabs her in the back, heads out. What do you think about the part when they're in the cemetery, and that dude's talking about, the eclipse, and it's like, oh, it's almost time, and all that shit, and she just offs herself, pretty much.
Okay, I can...
I almost saw that coming.
I mean, I didn't like it, but I mean,
yeah,
like it could be part of the story.
Yeah, for me, it was just kind of like, okay, well, I mean, I'll take it, because what's she gonna do? Just blast that dude and then it's over? I'll be like, that wouldn't really be a cool ending either, I guess. That'd be kind of like cliche. So she shoots herself. Well, okay, it's kind of like a ballsy ending or whatever.
Yeah.
Even though she didn't actually die.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
But okay, so like what I didn't like. Okay, so this is why I was comparing it kind of to High Tension, but without like the whole twist ending. Because my whole problem with High Tension was that twist ending, it didn't fit into the story at all. Right?
Yeah.
This ending where her blasting herself could fit into the story. Like, it wasn't so out of left field where you're like, that doesn't, like, why would she do that, you know? So, I mean, in a whole story sense, it felt like everything wrapped up
Yeah.
Not I guess nicely.
Yeah.
Like everything.
But it did wrap up.
I just felt I didn't want her to just try to commit suicide.
Yeah. I think
I mean if or at least try to explain why she would do it.
I thought she was trying to stop the plan, stop whatever they were. She kind of like threw a wrench into the, you know what I mean?
I mean, I think I know. Okay, my whole thing is I think they were trying to impregnate her with straight, like the devil.
Yeah, that was my other thing. That remember I said earlier.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, when I see it was that like, what the fuck happened with that? Because in the hospital, they reveal she's alive for one after she shot herself in the head. Then they reveal that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
So it's kind of.
But because remember when that old lady, that freaky looking chick, did the whole
like star on her stomach,
the pentagram or whatever,
yeah.
and then made her drink her blood.
Yeah.
I think and then the whole lunar eclipse.
Yeah.
I think that was a whole
ritual.
Ritual to get like Lucifer, I guess, inside. To be like born or whatever.
Yeah.
And she knew what was happening, because she got sick and all that. She was like, when she was running through the house, she threw up and all that.
Yeah.
And then when the guy was like, "You were chosen," I forgot like his whole speech.
Yeah.
And then I think that's when she realized like she's having like the devil's baby or something. And so she tried to kill herself.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
So my problem was why the whole thing felt shrunk is I think you'd had to explain that a little bit better.
Yeah, that's true. Because now that you say it, it kind of makes sense to me. But they didn't really do a good job. If that's why she shot herself, like, oh, fuck, I'm not gonna, like, I'm pretty much screwed now, like I'm tainted or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you're having the straight devil.
Yeah. So
like how can you stop it?
Yeah, exactly.
You have to kill yourself.
Because I don't even think like I don't see the whole abortion process or whatever. Like she's pregnant with this.
Yeah, and it's the 80s.
Yeah, so she just blew her noodles. But the thing was, man, the ending was rushed. I mean, yeah, it would be cool if they took more time on that, but I also didn't want to see a whole lot of that. Like, the whole movie up until the whole satanic ritual shit was cool, and then when that came, I was like, oh man, I feel like you guys are fucking it up with all this, like, so I didn't even want to see a whole lot of that. Like, had there been like another ending that was kind of rushed, then I'd be like, yeah, take the time, take another like 15 minutes. But I was like, at that point I was kind of getting turned off, and I was like, oh man, like I don't know, that shit was but it would have made more sense for sure. They did rush it though. But
I mean, what you're explaining is more like preference, right?
Yeah.
You probably wanted to see like,
well, because the whole movie took a turn at that point, like it was one movie and then it kind of turned to another movie. You know what I mean? It turned into like one of those, even though they tell you from the beginning it's gonna be one of those films or whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty much talking about cults and.
Well, I figured that because they also like emphasized that the whole eclipse happening.
Yeah.
Like a gang. But I mean, I guess if you weren't like not paying attention, but if like it could have felt like maybe like not a home invasion, right? It would have been.
But it's kind of like that. It's almost like something's in there with you, and then you got the dude outside. And I was kind of thinking like, when's this dude gonna come in?
Yeah.
So it was kind of that movie. Like they're building all this tension.
Yeah, but I'm saying not like a home invasion because technically they're.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it's kind of a weird home invasion, right? Because it'd been like, because I think they did kind of home invade the other family.
Yeah, this is kind of like The Visit. If you ever seen The Visit.
No, where it's like it's not really their house.
Yeah.
And they act like it is.
They're pretending to be, and then they're all fucking loony. But The Visit is a good movie too, by the way. But so yeah, so to me it kind of felt a little home invasion, only because like we're hearing sounds and she's like being real careful. She grabs a knife, like, you know, it has like those elements. She's like going around the house with a knife, like confront something that's threatening her or whatever. And then since the dude was there, the pizza dude, I was the son or whatever, I was like, oh, he's gonna come in, and it kind of just turned, like, it took a turn into that whole satanic ritual and all that shit, and then I was kind of like, oh, this is kind of corny. I'm telling you, bro, because I hated that shit when they did that in the Curse of Michael Myers or whatever. I don't even think you've seen that one.
Yeah.
I think it's Halloween 6 or something. I was like, oh, god damn it, like when they did that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I guess it could go, like, you could have probably thought of it, because I thought it was going to be more satanic stuff.
Throughout the movie. Going in the movie, you thought like it was going to be satanic. See, I obviously it's like the house of the devil, and they said that, but I thought it was going to, I wasn't thinking they were going to do that. Like, I just felt like, okay, it's a house, obviously they overtook that house, and they do shit there. I just didn't think it was going to happen to her and with the blood and all that shit.
Yeah, well,
the eclipse.
Like, the first thought I had when I heard the title of the movie, I thought more like Amityville Horror kind of situation.
I was thinking of like some, like, kind of exorcism type shit.
That's where it's going to be like...
somebody's possessed, like a possession.
No, I thought it was just more like... well, Amityville Horror is possession, right?
Yeah, but it's not that, like...
It's not like Exorcist possession.
It's like something just kind of takes over, like The Shining or whatever.
Yeah. I thought this was going to be kind of like that, like but that. With like paranormal kind of stuff going on.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because I thought it was going to be like that house is like the gateway to probably like hell or something like that.
Yeah, like it's the house itself is kind of haunted or something.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be like, oh, no, these people are just devil worshippers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I guess, their house now, but so that's, but then like when the whole, I guess when they're like, you know, going through the whole like Sam's story, right? That's when I figured, oh, it's not going to really be about like Amityville Horror where you're in the house the whole time. It's going to be more of these people are going to be straight crazy.
So earlier when you were saying slice the throat, you that like he just shot you, you killed that guy, you're at an A. So then when does it start like dropping off? When do you start docking like with the lady getting stabbed in the back? Or yeah, because then it started getting a little weird. Like, she's bald and she's like talking to this thing, and then she gets stabbed in the back.
Yeah, I mean, like,
but you're saying it started just rushing.
Like, my whole problem with this movie was just the ending was just felt rushed.
Yeah.
Like, that was like my only, because I mean, I'm not gonna dock it because of like preference, right? Say like I don't like werewolf movies, right? If it's a good werewolf movie, I'm not gonna say it was whack because I don't like werewolves.
Yeah.
So like, the story felt like a story.
Yeah.
It didn't feel disconjointed, like how High Tension was. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if High Tension would have, just, even if it had a bad ending. If the ending just didn't, like, you know, if the ending felt like it was supposed to be in there, and if it was kind of bad, I'd have still probably give it a straight in the 87, probably 88. But the fact that it was like, it was a bad ending, and the ending didn't fit with any of the whole movie. That's when I was like, dude, I just wasted straight time on this. So I was at like 90s watching House of the Devil.
Hey, yeah, I was up there. I was like I was almost like, damn, should I give this a 90? Like,
dude, just because like the whole execution of the 70s in 2009 was straight impressive.
Yeah, all that. I like the characters. Like I love that. All that stuff in the house, all that exploring, and that whole tension. That because I was thinking, dude, that has you such on edge, and they're not even showing anything. They haven't even showed like anybody really in there. They haven't even shown any blood. Like there's no killings going on in the house. Like, and they're just with the music, with the shots, with the the frames, and I like that character, the main hero. I was like, dude, this is like I was like, why am I giving this a 90? Yeah, and then shit just kind of went berserk real quick. It went like 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, not just because it's satanic shit. Like, you could use that too, but it just kind of was like weird. Like, it's kind of, you see them all come out with their robes or anything, and I was kind of like, I don't know about this now. Like, I mean, because I was still on board when they had showed that earlier, what's on the other side of that door, and they showed it. I was kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, because there was a pentagram on the floor too.
Yeah. So I wasn't thinking like, oh, that's cheesy. I was thinking like, oh fuck, all right, so this is a crazy family. Yeah.
Are into some weird stuff.
Yeah, so it was. You're kind of like, oh shit, like now you're definitely fearful for this girl or whatever. But then when they had her tied and they did all that with the blood on her stomach and then like pouring in her mouth, and then she gets away kind of easy, and I was kind of like, what's going on now? Like, what are we doing like with this?
See, like, my thing was, like, could you imagine, like, pitching this movie? Be like, yeah, I want to make, like, it's in 2009, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I want to make a movie that looks like it's from the 70s or 80s.
Yeah. It looks 70s.
It looks 70s.
Yeah, it looks 70s.
But the music choice was 80s.
Yeah.
I think those cars were 80s.
See, I wasn't too sure, because they're right there. It's like borderline,
yeah.
Right? It's like, it might be like 1980. You know?
Yeah.
It's like right there.
But like, you know, when you're like, when you're just going into thinking like, dude, okay, how are you gonna really pull this off?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's 2009.
I was like,
I thought they were gonna like do like the Conjuring kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know how like
Conjuring's supposed to take place back then, but it doesn't look like the movie came out back then.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's all crystal clear.
Yeah, it's like super HD and all that shit.
Yeah, and everything felt real clean, kind of.
Yeah.
Like all their clothes felt clean. This one, it felt super lived in, I guess.
Yeah. And it literally, it doesn't feel like it's a movie that takes place back then. It feels like this movie came out back then. You know?
Yeah. Even like when I was watching it, I was like, dude, did I just get like a bad version of
like
it?
A stream? Am I streaming the wrong movie? Yeah, me too. I was kind of thinking that too. The only dude who didn't look that throwback was I feel like the son.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like something about his beard was a little clean cut. Like I don't know. Like he seemed like he was from this era or whatever, and they kind of threw him in. But like the girl and her friend, like Sam and Megan, for sure. The old man, he's kind of.
He's an old man.
Yeah, but the girl, like the main chick and her friend and like,
the
whole thing, yeah, they felt for like throwback for sure. And
even the roommate and the boyfriend.
Yeah. So they were exactly like you were saying. It was just so impressive and how they captured that, and they like everything was going good. Like for me, I was like at pretty much a 90.
Yeah, that's why like the end. I think that's why the ending was a bigger like letdown, I guess, because they did everything so good, and then the ending
which is kind of like almost the most important part, I guess. Like when you execute an ending, like when you really execute it really well, it's kind of like, oh, like that just puts like the seal, you know? It's just kind of like, dude, that was fucking awesome.
It just felt like in the editing room, they edited everything up, and then it was like, oh, it's getting to 2 hours.
We gotta trim it down.
Yeah, we gotta
trim some fat off of it.
Trim it down.
Yeah.
And then it's, I don't think you can't really trim down. her explaining the house, because
that was good. That felt right. I felt like right amount of time on that.
Yeah, and then,
but then the end, they're like, oh, just
like, I think we can get the point across of what's happening if we cut, you know.
Mm-hmm. Cause that's what it kind of lacked, that kind of showdown. I feel like if they would have, like, I feel like High Tension did a good job of that. That kind of, there was kind of a lot of that though. But this was kind of, it just happened so quick. Like, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it happened really quick. And then the other thing that I didn't really like was she shot herself and all that, and I was kind of, all right, you guys are gonna go with that angle, then, you know, all right, that's cool. And then they're like, oh, just kidding, she's still alive. And then she's like, I'm like, you know, the chances of surviving that are pretty slim, you know, when she shoots herself in the head. And then
was the nurse was the nurse
part of it?
Yeah,
I don't know, because she could be, like, because they don't even say how they got her to the hospital or whatever. I'm assuming it's when she called 911, but it wasn't even, remember, it wasn't it wasn't, the call didn't go through, it sounded like. You know how she calls 911 and drops the phone, and it's kind of making that noise like you're not really getting through, like a busy signal kind of thing. So then, from that point on to when she's at the hospital, you don't know, she could be in on it, that's why she knows about the baby, or she just knows because they ran like some tests or something to find out she's pregnant or something.
Yeah, I just...
She was a little weird though, right?
Yeah, I thought it was because she was like kind of like part of like that cult.
That could be. Yeah, I don't know.
This is why I wanted them to like explain it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so... Yeah, see, I don't really like that. Like, I don't know. If I could change... I don't even know. Like, if I could change the ending, how I would do it. I would... Me personally, I'd probably just scrap all that, like, when they had her tied and all that shit. I'd have, like, maybe the people really did leave, but it was up for the son to, like, kind of, like, he's gonna try to tie her up, like, get her in that situation, but then there's, like that final fight, and then she gets away or something like that. I don't know. But I remember just thinking, dude, they better nail this ending, though, because this is pretty good right now.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that. Would you, like, do you even know how you would even...
No, that's why I felt like the ending fit.
It could have worked had they just took more time on it.
Yeah, like, the ending worked. It's just, you had to... They left too much out, I think. Right? I don't like when movies explain everything to you.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with like this kind of, I guess, subject where...
Yeah.
Where
it's like cults and...
Yeah, and like what they're like believing in, and...
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna kill herself because of something. I think you need to kind of explain why...
She did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because, like you said...
Because if she just kills herself, it's like, dude, what just...
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, she's just trying to not give them what they want. Like, I need to stop this whole plan. But I wasn't even thinking that it's because she's actually, like, pregnant or whatever.
Yeah, I figured it was that, because if she wanted to stop the whole plan, she'd just kill the dude.
Yeah.
She'd kill the mom, she'd kill the son.
I was thinking like she's just did a bold move and shot herself, but if their angle was what you're talking about, I like that better. But it wasn't enough for me to think that until you said
like
it. Until later when they're like, oh, she's pregnant.
Put one and one together.
Which I think it's all bullshit. Like, she didn't get pregnant like that. You know what I mean? Say she was, unless that nurse is just in on it and on the call and saying like, oh, but that means they had to like inseminate her while she was out.
Well, I mean, no, because this is supposed. I mean, it's kind of supernatural.
Yeah, that's why I think it's kind of bullshit.
What, Omen? Omen was kind of.
Yeah. But, yeah. Should we just get into scores then?
Yeah,
I feel like we talked about
that ending.
Yeah, we kind of. I feel like that's gonna be the main thing though of the movie. I guess people are gonna be like, obviously everybody's gonna, I think, universally agree that it was a good movie throughout. Even though some of the reviews I've heard already, they were all saying like it was pretty good like throughout, and then just I guess the ending is like either you like it or you don't. I don't know. But me, I'm gonna still. I feel like I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna still give this one a. Oh man, just cause like that first hour and because what's the movie like an hour and a half or something? I would say like the first hour and 15 minutes were dope. Like it was good. Like you said, to capture that whole 70s 80s feel, they really did a good job with that. That was real impressive. Everything in the house was dope. I'm still gonna give it an 80.
Dude, even the house felt like in the times.
Yeah, the house, the furniture, the TV. I was like, I haven't seen one of those TVs in a long time. You know what I'm talking about? The ones like when you turn it off, it does that thing. Like I'm just, I guess it went down from like a 90 to 80 for me, like a letter grade. But I'm gonna still give it an 80. I want to at least put it in the B range instead of like a, because it was really impressive and they pulled it off good. Like so. I mean, just the ending kind of was like, but I'm still deserving of a B for me. I'm gonna just give it a solid 80, 81, like something like that. I mean, if they were to know the ending, I'd probably be. I think I only gave one like 90 or like an A range. I think it was just The Shining. I don't think I've done any other ones. But this would have been the other one. Like, had they just done something a little bit more. I don't know. It's kind of lackluster for me at the end. And that's a mix of preference and I guess like me feeling like it got a little cheesy.
Yeah.
And then it's a mix of just like what? It's like it just goes 0 to 100 real quick and it's over and it's kind of like, okay. And then leaves you with a couple questions. And then the shooting herself but still living. It's kind of. I was kind of like, either she's gonna off herself like in a bold move or. I don't like the just kidding she survived type of, like two things just happened.
Yeah.
We just got two different, like she died and then she's alive. So that's me. I don't know. What do you think? What are you gonna score it?
I'm gonna go.
Or are you gonna do the two different scores, high tension stuff?
No, I mean, so it was like. It was. In the beginning, it was in the A's, right? 90s.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't like as like high as The Shining, right? Because that was just like a.
Yeah.
I mean, straight.
Yeah, The Shining.
It's a Kubrick movie, right?
Yeah. But if I know you.
But. So like I had no problems with like the story or anything.
Mm-hmm.
My only problem was just a choice of I guess rushing the ending.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like I feel like there was other things shot that we just didn't see. Like I feel like they probably explained the whole thing to you. Where her getting like her offing herself, and then like she survives in the hospital. I feel like that was supposed to be like, oh snap, the devil is still alive.
Yeah, like she tried to stop it, but guess what? Like,
but I mean, if you didn't,
but it didn't feel like that.
If you didn't feel like, oh, she was impregnated by like the devil with that whole ritual. Then it's like, then that's when it's like, oh, I killed myself, but just kidding. where I think like that was supposed to be like, I guess, like a reveal like that, like, dude, the straight world is straight doomed, I guess, right?
Yeah.
The devil's about to be born.
Yeah.
They straight saved it.
Yeah, and like that the chick's like in on it and shit like that whole cult.
So, and the whole shooting, like the whole film, I liked it. Like, I'd probably go 80. 88.
88?
Yeah.
So you still liked it. Would you recommend it to somebody? What if somebody's like, hey, I feel like watching what's like a good horror movie I could watch? Would you be like, hey, watch?
Well, I guess it depend like what kind of horror movie you're into, right?
Or what if somebody asks you?
Like if they're into like cultish kind of stuff, yeah, I'd probably.
Oh yeah, of course.
I would,
yeah.
But if they're like, that's why I wasn't gonna like knock it for stuff I didn't like, or you know. Like I was just trying to grade it on as a movie.
Yeah. No, see, when I'm saying it's not so much that I just didn't like that whole angle. I'm saying like it worked earlier in the film. I just didn't feel like it really worked that well at the end. Like it just kind of felt like just cheesy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like if I know somebody doesn't like
that, that type of stuff.
Yeah, then I wouldn't recommend this because that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
Right. It's like if somebody doesn't like werewolf movies, and you're not gonna recommend American Werewolf in London.
Yeah. You know, I didn't think I liked werewolf movies. And I saw that, and I thought it was a cool movie. Like, I don't know, cause I'm not really big on sci-fi shit. Like as far as it being scary, nah, but it could still be like a good movie.
Yeah.
Like American Werewolf in London, obviously. Like, I don't think I'll ever watch a werewolf movie and be like, oh, dude, that was fucking scary or something. Like, it's not gonna get me. Or is it vampires or anything? Like, I could watch it and be like, oh, that movie's cool. Like, it was a dope movie. But, like, those are never gonna... Like, this shit would have worked for me. Like, oh, this movie here that we're talking about. Like, say it was kind of like a home invasion. Like, I would have... Like, it's just a babysitter and they left... And then say this is, I don't know. This to me is more like, I guess, up my alley, I guess. Except for the shit at the end. Fucking scratches the fucking old lady with the robes and all this shit. All this chaos that just starts happening.
Yeah, that's why, like, I was like, dude.
The old lady looking crazy and shit. I was kind of like.
Well, I figured, like, that was.
Like, yo, why can't they just be some normal humans that are doing
that was like
shit?
I think that was like supposed to be.
They had to really like capture. They made sure they got like a fucking like a burn victim looking.
Yeah,
person.
But I don't think she was supposed to be like the mother.
No, I know, but I'm just kind of saying like, why can't they just be like regular looking human beings doing this type of shit?
But I think that lady's supposed to be like the devil kind of thing.
I don't know. I was just kind of like
it's not. That's supposed to be like a demon. It's not supposed to be like a human.
But it was a human. I mean,
that's why I figured they cut so much where you don't.
To me, it just looked like well, obviously like a human. It's a human, and it's just like, I don't know, like. You gotta
deformed.
They gotta make them look all crazy just to, add to it, whatever. But yeah, but all in all, though, it was still solid though. I like when they can do a good job of taking you back, like. Yeah,
like that. I would recommend it for that.
Yeah.
Pretty much alone, right? Be
like I would recommend this to like my sister. Somebody's like, if she's like
into film.
Yeah, because she likes that time, like 70s, 80s, she likes a lot of horror from back then. Even though this was 2009, I would like recommend it to her.
Yeah, and then you say like, and you can tell, you know.
Yeah.
And because your sister kind of like appreciates movies, right?
Yeah.
So if she knew it was like 2009, and then it's like, dude, this 2009 movie, they straight captured
exactly
the 80s, 70s look.
Yeah. So the only thing I'd be worried about is like that ending. I'm like, oh man, I know shit got crazy, all this fucking witchcraft and all this fucking everything just happened so fast. It's just, that's the only thing I'd be worried about. Like, oh man, I wonder if she's gonna like that or not. But that'll be my concern if I recommend it to anybody, because obviously that's our thing. Was kind of the ending. It was kind of like, I don't know if it worked that well.
Yeah.
But like, that's why I think I like Stranger Things so well too, because it makes you feel like one of those Goonies, E.T., like gives you that feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that also feels like it was filmed recently.
No, yeah, it feels like it was filmed recently. But I'm just saying, like they take you back to those movies, though. You know what I mean? Like, this took me back. Like, this felt like kind of Black Christmas, Halloween-ish to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of takes you to that place. And like Stranger Things, like, yeah, it doesn't look like it was shot back then because it's like good quality in HD and all that shit. But to me, it takes me back to those. It takes me to those movies. You know, like the fucking Spielberg. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know what I loved when she was dancing.
Mm-hmm.
When she put on the headphones and she was like dancing through the house.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, this is straight 80s.
Yeah, that part
as can be right here.
Yeah. And then with the Walkman too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And like,
I felt like they did some cool stuff with that too, with the audio. Like, it was coming from headphones, and then some parts it didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when she went to like the basement. Yeah.
And then I feel like they did a good job. And then when she knocked over the thing, it kind of just stopped, and like it was still playing in her. It's like internal sounds or whatever, you know what I mean? It was still playing, but now it's just like if you're playing something in your headphones and I'm standing right here.
Yeah, it was like totally like.
I felt like that was cool to me, like those.
Yeah, but that whole scene was pretty much like it was like Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
When they're straight dancing inside the little library or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen like Adventures of Babysitting?
No.
Like the opening scene, I think when she's like getting ready.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's that cheesy kind of scene that they always have in those 80s movies.
Yeah.
Which I loved it.
Yeah.
Just brought me back.
That's what I'm saying. This movie has a lot of good in it, and they did a lot good for me to knock it so much at the end. Because I'm saying the ending wasn't terrible. It was just okay, like it was, you know, but I can't like ignore all the good. Like it had way too much good going for me to kind of.
Yeah, I mean that's why I felt like a lot of the stuff just was cut on editing, because they had such detail in how they shot this movie,
mm-hmm.
and putting in scenes that reminded you of that time period. Yeah. I don't think they would have forget to tell you like huge chunks of like what was happening.
Yeah, man, had they just spent like another 10-15 minutes, I think it could have made a big difference.
Yeah, like I mean, if you would have known like she was kind of like impregnated by like the devil.
Because I didn't know that. I was, and we don't even know that for sure. Yeah. It's kind of like we're hoping, like that's kind of your speculation, because that's all we can come up draw from. Like, you know. But had they stated that, then I think it would have been a lot better. Because then, like you said, yeah. Okay, so what is she gonna do? Like, she's fucking pregnant with the devil.
Yeah, and then if you kill them all, you're still having the baby. So, like what?
Yeah. If you kill him, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, is she just gonna kill this dude at the end? I thought I was gonna be like, what? But then I don't know if I would. I mean, that'd be kind of just. She just kills him. That's it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It would have been cooler if, like you said, she's just. Like, fuck, what I do? Well, you know what? I'm just gonna go and I had to go out and just in order to stop this fucking devil baby, you know. And then, like you said, then they show And then if they were to show after that, like, the hospital scene, and then you're kind of like, oh, fuck, everybody's doomed.
Yeah.
Like, then it kind of... That works.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you don't get that out of the thing, then it's because they didn't, I guess, tell you, right?
Yeah. I feel like we beat this ending to death.
But, I mean, I think that's...
Yeah.
Just because the movie was so good, like, through the whole movie.
Yeah.
And this is, like, I guess the only part that you can actually really...
Yeah. Kind of be like, oh, man.
Because if it was, like, good the whole way, it would have just been like, oh, dude, it's a straight great movie.
Yeah, yeah. So if we have to... I know it sounds like we're beating on it, but we kind of have to.
Like, this was, like, the biggest, I guess...
Yeah. Or if the movie itself the whole time wasn't that good, then I don't think we'd put so much emphasis on the end, because you're kind of like, the whole movie. It's because it went from like a A to like the ending itself was like a C for me. So that's why I kind of meet in the middle, like a 80, like a B or something, you know?
I mean, it was an ending, but I mean...
Yeah.
I guess we just hoped for like straight grade A quality, straight amazing, blow your mind ending.
Man, imagine if they really hit something like that. This movie would have been... But then I'd be like, dude, how come I haven't heard of this movie that much, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure if they fucking had a killer
But I'm surprised
ending.
I haven't heard about this movie a lot anyways.
Yeah, I haven't.
Just because of that feel of the 80s.
Yeah, like, I'm surprised nobody's been like, oh, it's a throwback, like, you know? Because they really did a good job, you know? Yeah. So...
2009.
2009.
House of the Devil.
House of the Devil. And I haven't thought about what I'm gonna watch yet for next week. But this kind of puts me back in that mood, though. I might choose something from the 70s, like, you know what I mean?
Something old school.
Something old school. Just kind of took us back. Did they say where this was at now, right? Like what city or state or anything? Did they say?
I think the lady said it. Or maybe she just asked if she was from around here.
Oh, it could be.
Because remember, she was like, "Oh yeah, I hate the cold" or something like that.
Oh yeah. Because she's like, "Oh, we're from the desert," so it's obviously. I don't know why I want to think. I don't know why I'm thinking like somewhere in New England, like.
I mean, it has that like New England, Minnesota kind of feel.
Yeah, somewhere, like in the Midwest or like New England, like East or something over there.
Yeah, something cold.
Yeah,
with
Pennsylvania
trees,
or something. Or I know that's not in New England, but I'm just saying like one of those. Like, it didn't feel like California whatsoever.
No.
This felt like I said earlier though, like.
Was this in Kentucky?
Was it Connecticut?
Connecticut?
I want to say Connecticut. That's what I was gonna say earlier. I thought I saw or heard something.
Where was she going to school?
I don't know. That was my next question.
I think she said it. She said university.
I don't know. I wanted to say Connecticut though. But anyways.
But I think Amityville Horror was Connecticut, right?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that shit in so long. I might have to run that back fresh for the show.
Or was there was a movie, something Haunting in Connecticut?
Oh, there was a Haunting in Connecticut.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about instead of like Amity Horror.
Yeah.
Was Haunting in Connecticut supposed to be from Amity Horror?
No.
Or is that something totally different?
Wait, no, it's totally.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I believe. If it's the movie, I know I've seen it, but I'm thinking of this movie. I think it's that. I hope I'm not getting like mixing it up with another one. But yeah, I did see it though. It's kind of like a. I think I saw it in theaters, and I remember there being like a.
I think I just remember the poster of like a boy.
Yeah, it's
with
like,
his mouth open and like something coming out.
I'm not sure. I don't remember the poster, but I seen it. It wasn't all that. It was alright.
It was alright.
Yeah, it was alright. I know Conjuring was, or Conjuring 2. I think they do Amityville Horror. Was it the second one? I think. Yeah. They do that. They take you through Amityville Horror or whatever. Because you know how it's the same people or whatever they worked at. I don't know, but what I was gonna say is that this felt Black Christmassy though, no? Because I don't know if it's that girl reminds me of the same girl.
Dude,
it's
I like that chick.
In this one?
Yes, Samantha was her name.
Yeah. Her name's
Jocelyn
something, right?
Jocelyn D something.
Jocelyn Donahue. Donahue. I don't know. Donahue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked her too. She kind of reminded me of the chick from Black Christmas, though. And then it was just like the whole dorm, the whole like college, and the whole like in the house. And then at first, when that dude was calling her, or with like on the payphone, there's just that creepy phone call. Like I don't know, I was feeling real Black Christmas. Like when I was watching this, mixed with like I don't know, Halloween-ish a little bit.
Yeah.
And then mixed with Halloween 6.
The curse?
The curse of Michael Myers, where there's like this cult satanic.
Was that like how
cult or whatever?
Michael Myers?
That's supposed to be like the backstory. Like they're trying to dig so deep. Yeah, so it's supposed to be some kind of. He's cursed or some shit. Like I was like, oh, this
I don't know
is
if
retarded.
I've seen it.
Bro, don't watch it. It's complete dog shit.
True.
Yeah. But so I don't know. Yeah, but I was saying like I got that Black Christmas feel for this movie, which I liked.
Yeah.
Because Black Christmas, feels 70s as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was it. But
yeah, I'd recommend it actually.
Yeah, I would recommend it just for that sake. Like I'm saying, somebody like my sister, I feel like this would be perfect. I just don't know how she's gonna fly with the ending. She might say the same things, but I would recommend it because it was just a good movie throughout. Like
Yeah.
And if she liked High Tension, which my sister's the one talking about that, then she's gotta like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But High Tension did a good job of keeping tension, hence the movie High Tension. So this one did too.
In a totally different way.
In a totally different way, because you're not seeing anything. There's nothing there, which is kind of like if you watch Paranormal Activity, they do a really good job of that, and there was nothing there the whole time. The other ones are something else, but I'm talking about just the first one. They don't show a lot of. There's not a whole lot of. I don't know. Actual, like, you don't see anything. There's nothing. As far like kind of like Blair Witch. You know how it has that tension, but there's not really a fucking witch or anything. That's what this movie.
We have different feelings on Paranormal Activity.
Oh, I know you don't like it, but that was one of my the first one came out and I saw it in theaters, and that was one of
I put Blair Witch because Paranormal Activity, they fast forward to the tension, to like when something's gonna happen.
They do and they don't. I mean, like this.
Because they fast forward and then they stop, and you're gonna be like, okay, so now it's gonna be something's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I feel like that just.
But in Blair Witch, it's more like there's no fast forwarding. It's just.
I mean, it's not like it was raw footage. Like, they kind of cut too.
Yeah, I know, but like you'd have them like when they found all the little hanging, whatever men or what, I don't know, the little signs or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And they were both. Like, whatever your opinion is on both of those movies, both of those movies were made for the cheap,
Yeah.
Which is still impressive,
So, like, in this one, like, in the House of the Devil, I was going to say the House of the Devil built. House of the Devil. Like, there's no, like, okay, I need to pay attention right now. Right, yeah. It's more like she's just going through the house like any normal.
Yeah, and then you're going on this journey with her where you're starting to find kind of clues, and you're kind of you got you're like starting to become real skeptical what's going on here. Like you're figuring it out with her. Like, okay, this is weird. Like, why are these coats here and all this shit,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's that slow burn that they did so well.
Yeah, but
slow burn, and then just
straight. That last, it literally felt like 10 minutes, right?
I think it was. I think I looked at the time, because I went back and I think it was like 10, maybe less. when everything happens.
Yeah, and like you needed more than 10 minutes to try to explain all that, because that was a lot that you had to straight understand.
Yeah, because in 10 minutes, we see her like
getting ritualized.
You're introduced to the grandma. She kills the son, kills the
supposedly grandma.
Yeah.
Because
we don't know.
My theory is like a straight demon.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's why she was able to like impregnate her with blood.
See, I don't think that. I don't think she's really pregnant. Like, I don't know. I think they inseminated her when she was knocked out. Because I mean, the person bled. Like, she got fucking slapped in the face or scratched and started bleeding and shit. Like, it was like a human. But
yeah, but she did her little whole wrist. Yeah. Put in that little.
She bleeds
in the skull.
Yeah.
And then made her drink it.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying, so we got that going on. We got this ritual. We got the killing of the son, killing the mom, killing of herself, and not killing of herself. All this shit happening.
And then a baby.
All this shit in like literally like 8 minutes. When the whole movie was just like, I don't know, like it almost felt kind of real time, you know, when she's in the house, like babysitting. And then all that shit happens like in 8 minutes. It's all kind of thrown at you. And that's why it's kind of...
It felt hurry.
Yeah. But still, you can't discredit that masterpiece before it. Like,
yeah.
It was still a good movie though. Kudos to...
Like I was just at the ending. I was just hoping it would have been more. Have you seen People Under the Stairs?
I don't think so. That sounds real familiar. Is it old? Oh yeah, I haven't seen this. 1991.
Yeah.
No.
Like I was at the ending. I was just hoping it would have been People Under the Stairs E.
Like that type of thing. No, I haven't seen.
Like with just how I guess not how long it is, but like just I just wanted to see, because the house was so big.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to just see the like a mazy kind of ending, I guess.
Like a mazy tension, hiding, fight, hide. They could have done a lot with that.
Yeah, that's what I was just hoping.
Like, but, oh shit! Like
and not just
and then kind of picking them off.
I mean, I guess in this one it'll be more real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where if like somebody broke into your house, or if you're trying to find like if somebody's like running through your house, you're gonna find them in like in like a 20 seconds, right? There's not really places really to hide in a house,
and like not in a regular one-story house.
Well, I mean, this one was like 3, right?
Yeah, so
3 or 4.
There's a lot of places you can kind of hide in this, I guess.
Yeah, but I feel like if it's like it's a 4-story house, and it's your house, you kind of know.
Yeah.
Right, like if you hear somebody, you know where they're at.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Be like, oh, like you hear like a dish, and you're like, oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
So I mean, like in this one, I guess it's real life where how fast everything would have happened, where how fast she would get, caught by the son.
Yeah.
And by the mom.
And he did shoot her, which I was kind of.
I didn't see that coming at first.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of like, you better shoot her, like. That was realistic to me, and,
Yeah, but I thought he was just gonna like be like, oh, come here or whatever. Like how like a movie is.
Yeah.
I didn't think like, oh snap, well, he just straight shot her.
Yeah.
Like Jesus. Like
shot her in the shoulder.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he said something and then shot her.
Yeah.
It was like.
Which I thought was cool, because I'm like, in any situation, if like he just like, I don't know, he just got straight to it, like just shot her.
Boom.
Well, yeah. Because earlier we saw how like non-hesitant he was or whatever,
Yeah, with the babysitter, not the babysitter, Meg.
After that, I was like, oh shit, I'm on board. Well, you know what? It was funny. Right away, I felt like a good feeling for the movie. Like the opening scene where she's at the checking out that house and all that.
Yeah. At first, I thought that was the house that I was gonna.
The house that they were gonna be in.
Yeah.
And like I just felt like everything was moving well, but I was like, oh, you know when you're like in the first 5 minutes, you could already kind of tell if you're gonna like a movie or not. Or at least you have that impression, like your impression of it. Or you already it already has its impression on you, and this one like. I was kind of like on board.
Because like on the opening scene, this is what I thought. So it was gonna be like the house of the devil, right? And the opening scene is she's walking through a house, looking at it, because she wants to rent it or whatever. And then like the lady was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to tell the tenant," she was like, "Oh, she's such a problem or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to tell her that she needs to leave or whatever."
Yeah.
So I thought it was gonna be
in that house, huh?
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too.
It was gonna be like between like those two.
Yeah, because she seemed real like not desperate. Well, yeah, kind of desperate to get her in.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? I'll waive the.
Yeah,
I'm like,
deposit.
Oh. I was thinking that too. I was
something's
like, you're
something's too good to be true right here.
Yeah, like you want this girl in, and this is what you do. Like that's what I thought too. But nah, you never see that lady again.
Yeah, that's.
But. Yeah, I remember thinking that too. But I remember just that opening shot where she's looking at something. The camera's kind of like zooming in, coming in on her, and then the lady comes in. She turns around like, "Oh, you like the place or whatever." But even just that, I was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." And then, like you said, you're watching, and you're like, "Am I watching the right movie?" It's 2009, like that. But
legit movie.
Yeah. So. I will let you know what I pick. I'm kind of feeling 70s now after watching this, though. That's how good they captured that. But I don't know yet. I'll probably just post it on the Instagram then. I think we should start doing that, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was The House of the Devil.
1997. 2009.
2009.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
What are you talking about? Yeah. 2009. Solid movie. We'll be back next week with
another.
Hopefully another good one. I don't know. What about? I kind of like these ones where we just both haven't seen them, but you hear kind of good things.
Yeah.
You hear like it's worth checking out. So I don't know if I should go that route, but we'll see. But yeah, that's it for this episode. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Later.
Late.